Hello, class. Okay, so today we are getting into the home stretch here with the initial arguments toward the final applied ethics essay. Okay, basically, you see this as the draft of your final essay. I'm going to post a PDF of everything we're looking at here. So we're looking at a screencast of the rubric. I have the due dates here for Monday and Wednesday classes, which is 4/22, April 22nd. And then for the Tuesday, Thursday classes, that's 4/23 as well. And this is all due via Dropbox, etc. Notice that this date here for Monday, Wednesday is changed from that little revised schedule that I set right when we were getting onto our online situation. But I've changed that because I think those were that date was April 15th, which is this Wednesday, and I don't want to have you guys do that this soon. That's not realistic. Okay, so basically, you are setting this up as an applied ethics essay that has to do with this prompt. So, defend or counter an ethical issue slash problem that is directly linked to the COVID pandemic. Okay, and you're going to state that position in in a minimum of one complete sentences. Um, uh, then a minimum of one complete sentence. Then find a clear position with these example prompts, or you could use one of your own. Okay, so I just set these out as like ways to kind of get you going. So A, when we stay at home and socially distance, how are such actions valued as right for the sake of the many? B, is the shutdown of the economy due to the pestilence ethically good? If so, why? If not, why? C, when we do not socially distance and or overlook other precautions, how are such actions valued or not for the sake of the many? Or not for the sake of the many, as the case may be, depending on how you want to argue that. Then D, other COVID related ethical problems. Let me know what you're thinking, okay? So yeah, run them by me, and then more than likely you have a really good idea, right? Then two, you are going to have the next segment, which is basically, I think that some of the strongest arguments for my position are. Let me change this little guy here so that A, you will select one ethical theory for this part. K, be 100% sure to clearly state how the ethical theory is understood and how it directly applies to your applied ethical issue, while hitting all the criteria points for the theories from the list at the end of this document. I have an asterisk, and that's you're going to connect to that by way of one of these or two of these ethical theories that you're going to be using. And my battery is running low, so let me fix that really quick. Yeah, so refer to look for those at the end of this document here. I'll take it back. So there they are right here. You find them right there. And you are to hit all those points as the instructions indicate. Okay. So going back up to here, your choices are utilitarianism, negative utilitarianism, deontology, virtue ethics, natural law theory, and ethics of care slash feminist ethics. Then you are presenting and explaining the application of this theory to the applied COVID issue in a minimum of 175 words. Okay. Then B, you are going to provide that as a formal argument and I have a separate video that indicates how to do that. Okay, so refer to that video and look at that document in order to figure out how to do that. Then step 3, however, there are those who might disagree with the position above and present their own best supporting arguments for an alternative position. Some of their strongest arguments are ... So that's the setup for this next step, which is basically then A, present and explain the disagreement in a minimum of 4 sentences. This disagreement must be based on the applied COVID issue as it is combined with a contrasting ethical theory. Okay, so this ethical theory needs to also be clearly defined per the criteria points. Okay, and this disagreement is offered in a minimum of 175 words. Okay, so that's basically a paragraph. Then your next step there is to provide this contrary position combined with your selected COVID issue as a formal argument as indicated here. Okay, and we know what the steps are for that. Then step 4. This is basically your conclusion. I believe that the challenge from this alternative position can successfully be answered, and I still maintain that on balance, my position presents a stronger case. Okay, and that you are concluding by showing how your original position presents a stronger case in 175 words. Okay, 175 words. Then here you are doing the same thing as you've done in terms of formatting an argument. That's basically defending your final case. So present your defense combined with your selected applied COVID issue, the contrary theory, and your initial ethical theory as a formal argument as indicated. And again, here are the criteria points to hit with all the theories selected. A note on these, here I'm having all you have to do is make sure that you are hitting all of these. Okay, so this is the easiest way to lose points if you don't do this step as well as not presenting these formal arguments. So be 100% sure you're including all these formal arguments as I have it laid out here. And also with these criteria points, make sure you hit all of these. And then there's another point here that I have with this underline part. Do not simply plug in words, rather show exactly how these specific points link and or are counter to your solution or problem. Okay, so I don't want you just to hit these as talking points. I want you to show how these are working within your solution. Okay, and that will be really clear once I read them. And I think that that's about it for looking over how it is that we're getting going on the arguments toward the final applied ethics essay. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions via D2L, and we'll take it from there. So thank you, and I'll talk to you in our next video.